Shout out to my boy Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs, for directing videos. Make sure y'all check him out. Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs. My kind of guy. D-Block. Yeah. Ghost told you so.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, so just so we can be clear, today we're gonna be talking about Kanye West. As Kanye West went full crazy. I'm gonna put this up in the poll right now. I want to know right now. As Kanye West, and I want to call people up because I want to know what do y'all guys think about this particular situation. Also, did Kanye West go full crazy? I don't know what to tell you, man. Obviously, that is a term that I have coined over here. So if you hear anybody use that, they got that from Jack. Do you think that would be better, right? That's better, right? I don't know what. I should have did that already. Okay, we're just gonna have to do that after the show. All right, so check this out real quick. So I just want to be clear on this. I want to have this conversation because Kanye West just said something that went all the way off the rails, and I don't really want to make jokes about it, but I want to make jokes about it, but I don't really want to make jokes about it because he said something that was all the way off the rails, and I just want to be clear on something. What he's actually doing is speaking against something that is so much higher than any category of conversation that we have over here. So while we speak on this, I want this to be understood that I'm not trying to talk about any conspiracies. I'm not trying to speak on any type of group and or organization. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just talking specifically about what he said and how I believe that this is quite possibly him trying to ignite something that he believes that he might be. So I think that Kanye West believes that he might be a messiah of some sort. So I believe that what he is doing, he believes that he's doing with the understanding of he is fighting against the power that he is in his mind believing is the creator of trying to bring forth or causing a lot of the hardships on the planet. So this is what I believe he believes. Because he just said, and I have to be clear about this, I in no way, as far as anything that I know, agree with this statement. In no way do I agree with the statement. But he was speaking admirably about Adolf Hitler. Okay, so when I was a kid, I read a book. And I didn't read the book because I was asked to read the book. It was not for school. I was actually out of school at this point. It probably was like a year out of high school. And I was like getting ready to go into college, I think. Because I think I took like 2 years off out of high school before I went and started doing any college. So I read a book on Genghis Khan. Now, I want to say with no misunderstanding, for all intents and purposes, this book actually changed how I looked at the political landscape, of how I see things from the point of view of, because I've always read the newspaper. It's just something that's always been something that was purchased in all households that I've ever lived in whenever there was more than one person in. So somebody put into the chat, shout out to Howlin' Wolf Kick. put into the chat, 200K for child support is excessive. I want to explain something. Did y'all hear about Kanye West quite possibly not being able to pay his taxes? What he owed taxes, right? All right, so Kanye West has claimed that 4 of his bank accounts has been, and this is not me, by the way, siding with Kanye. What he said is insane, and I'm 100% not a fan of the Nazis or whatever they was doing. Not a fan. All right, my favorite MCU hero is Captain America. Just so we can be clear, Kanye West has claimed that 4 of his bank accounts has been not in the comic books. In the comic books, I'm Spider-Man guy, but in the MCU that we see visually in the movie theater, cinematically, it's Captain America. Kanye West has claimed that 4 of his bank accounts has been blocked by the IRS due to him owing millions in taxes. According to the rapper, the total amount owed comes to around 50 million. So I just want to be clear about something. So they froze his bank accounts. I believe the bank accounts that he said, like all of them had like 75 million in them or something along those lines. So they froze all of his bank accounts. Now he has to pay 200K a month, right? And just so we can be clear, for everybody that don't know, Kanye West was the second highest stream artist on Spotify last year. All right, what is that? 22, wait, artist, right? Is it last year, last month? It's like some shit. God, freak. I hit the wrong one. Or is it hip hop? It might be hip hop. It might be hip hop. Pardon me. It might be hip hop or rap. It might be hip hop or rap. Pardon my language. Okay, so hip hop, Drake, Kanye West, US most streamed artist. Taylor Swift is not hip hop. Bad Bunny is not hip hop. Kanye West is the second most streamed artist in hip hop in 2022. Just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear. Pardon me, sorry about that. My apologies for being slow on the trigger right here. So, Kanye West, second most streamed artist. They froze all of his bank. They froze 4 of his bank accounts. He claimed that I don't know. Obviously, we don't know these things. Kanye West is just claiming these things. He claimed that the 4 bank accounts in which they froze had something like 75 million in them apiece. Now you add that to the fact that what was he worth? And then he lost the deal with Adidas, which fucked Adidas up really bad. Part of my language, Adidas is really screwed over right now. Not for nothing. They need to figure something out. I don't know what to tell you. So, who's Adidas' parent company? I always put 2 D's on Adidas. Is it 2 D's? No, Adidas, right? Oh, stream. So they own that. Puma. need to send the thing. Give me 1 second, y'all. Alright, so I want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. The parent company is obviously whoever these guys are over here. I don't even. So he's, for whatever the reason. So for whatever the reason is, he separated from Adidas. Now he's actually promoting Adidas. For everybody that don't know, he's actually come back to be friends with Adidas again for some strange, weird reason. I have no idea. I think that's one of the reasons why he keep wearing the Adidas brand. For whatever the reason is, he's decided to become friends with Adidas again. I mean, I don't understand this. Put what y'all think is going on over here in the comments. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. This is kind of bananas. Pardon me, I'm doing something. I think this is kind of bananas. This is, give me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to send y'all to a commercial break if you don't mind.
Shout out to my boy Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs, for directing videos. Make sure y'all check him out. Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs. My kind of guy. D-Block. Yeah. Go.
A lot of Christians do that's actually really bad. Like, I feel like all Christians are actually guilty of this and a lot of them don't realize it. But it's so bad it can actually be a danger to our faith. Y'all know the story where the disciples are out at sea with Jesus and the storm happens and the disciples start freaking out and they get Jesus and Jesus is like, guys, calm down, where's your faith? I always read that story and I'm like, why did the disciples freak out? Like, they should have known Jesus was in control. And I think the disciples freaked out because they didn't even expect the storm to happen in the first place because Jesus was in the boat with them. So because they thought they were immune to storms because Jesus was with them, they freaked out when the storm happened. And that's what we do as Christians all the time. We think our life is supposed to go smoothly because Jesus is on our side. But God never guaranteed immunity from storms. He never said we wouldn't go through trials. God's presence was never a guarantee that the storms wouldn't happen. It's a guarantee that we will have peace in the midst of the storm. So rather than expecting the storms not to happen, we should expect peace. You know, something that a lot of Christians
All right, so I see a couple of people got a few opinions on this. I wouldn't mind anybody coming up here to discuss this with me. Here's Zab saying, and no, Zab, like I told you, you could just pull up, all right? You already showed that you're a supporter of the channel, you're a supporter of the platform. Just pull up, all right? Whoever, just pull up. I want to hear what you got to say on this because you're complaining about slow mode. So you have the opportunity to come speak for yourself. All right? Let's see what's going on over here. Let's see what some of the comments is. If you don't mind, I just want to see. Trigger City says 50 mil he can borrow that, get his accounts unlocked. Not a big deal. Well, we'll see what, but who is he going to borrow it from? Remember, right now he's considered to be toxic, so a lot of people that would normally be his friend isn't, right? Irregardless of what is being reported, the media, Adidas and Balenciaga still has to pay him for selling his product per the contract. Well, yeah, but so this is the problem that he's actually going through that he's trying to explain. He's saying that how can he fight against, and this is what I believe, I could be wrong, but how can he fight against the situation that's going on currently right now against all these other fights if he's fighting everyone? Because now all people are going to do is, whether they're right or whether he's right, they're just going to gang up on him and it's going to look like he's wrong. You understand? And then he's saying absolutely banana shit that I'm telling you right now, I'm not co-signing anything that he's saying revolving around that. I'm not co-signing any of that. Call me whatever you want to call me. Say, can I throw slow mode? I sent the invite. I invite you to come up here. He needs people to still What up, Johnny B? He needs people to still buy Adidas and Balenciaga products so that he can get paid. His money is running low right now. Those brands still have to pay him, even though they cancel him because of. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about Balenciaga for a second. Let's talk about Adidas for a second. So, let's talk about Adidas for a second. We're not going to talk about Balenciaga, right? Let's talk about Adidas for a second. Let's see something. There you go. I know you don't got forever, so all right, let's go. What's up? What's up, homie?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You know, so like I was saying, Adidas and Balenciaga, they still have to pay him. Even though they canceled them, all of the orders that he made with them, that's already like on file and everything, he's still gonna get a percentage of that. And Adidas is trying right now. I'm not sure about Balenciaga, but I know Adidas is trying to not pay him by saying that he's crazy and everything. But his lawyers already are handling that, because they're saying that according to the contract, if you're gonna sell the Yeezys, even if you take his name off of it, he still has to get a percentage of that. So currently, all of the products that's already out there, he's still getting paid off of it, because they still got Yeezy that's already out there that people are buying. And Adidas came out and said that they're gonna continue to sell those shoes, but it's gonna take his name off. But based on how the contract is written, he still got to get paid. And I'm gonna assume it's the same thing with Balenciaga. So right now, if he wants people to still buy it, so he can still get paid, because we know that his money is getting frozen all over the place, and they're trying to actively cancel everything. So in a way, it's like a catch-22. If they cancel those brands and people stop buying it, his money is really gonna dry up. You know what I'm saying?
Right? We agree. If they cancel those brands, then his money really is gonna dry up, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be screwed.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so I am not trying to be attacking what you're saying, but I just want to just state some facts real quick. First, how many stores took his products out of their physical stores and don't sell anything that's Kanye anymore?
I think all of them did.
Okay, so we could agree that that's basically a thing that happened, right?
Yes.
Also, when you go online now, a lot of the actual online shops also have decided that they are not gonna sell anything Kanye, right?
Correct.
So basically, Adidas, as far as their Kanye merchandise, isn't sellable. So in reality, what Adidas was really doing when they said we're gonna take the Kanye name off, what they was doing was trying to get the product back in the stores.
Correct. But
Okay.
here's the thing.
So,
but here's the other
they're currently right now not selling any products because they can't, because they're not even in the venues for anybody to purchase.
And here's the thing though with that. We know, I agree with that part, but we know that people still want to buy it right now, because especially the Yeezys.
Okay.
The Yeezys, because of all of the...
Buy it from?
They're going to buy it from wherever they're going to buy it from, like resellers, eBay, wherever.
Where they're going to buy it from in a manner that it's going to be purchased from someone that the money is going to be able to get back to Adidas and Kanye. What I mean,
they can't right now, which is why Kanye is telling people, let's not cancel them, because he's realizing that if they cancel him, he's not going to be able to get any money coming in. So that's what I'm saying. It's a catch-22. He's trying to get people to go and demand that we want to buy these products. He doesn't want the cancellation, because the cancellation is hurting him way more.
Okay, so hold on. I'm not trying to cut you off, but you're saying a lot, so I want to be able to actually reply back to something in what you're saying. Is that fair?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you said Kanye West is trying to get people to buy his product again, correct?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want it
No.
canceled.
Is that what you said? I'm just asking you what you said. Okay, explain it. I will let you explain it. I'm not trying to cut you off. Explain it.
Right now, the products are canceled.
Okay.
So that is cutting his money off.
Okay.
So he obviously doesn't want that.
Okay.
That's why he's telling people go out and buy Balenciaga and buy. He's telling people go out and buy Balenciaga. The Balenciaga contract, the way how that one is structured, if you look at it, he helped design a lot of their products. That's still on the market.
Boom. You're right. I'm not arguing any of these things. What you just said is right. He did help design a lot of the products that's currently in the market.
He already got screwed with Adidas. His Adidas money is over with.
As soon as I get my opportunity to reply, I'm going to tell you what I think about what you said.
Okay, go ahead.
Boom. So you said he is trying to get people to buy the brand because the brand is canceled, correct?
Right.
You do know this show is about how he just went on Joe Rogan and said he agreed with the Nazis and Adolf Hitler. So I need for you to explain to me how him saying that just last night or yesterday or the night before is him.
Oh, it was Alex. I don't know if you can say his name, but it was the A. Jones show, Alex show.
It was Alex.
It wasn't Joe Rogan.
God,
it was Alex Jones.
Oh damn! I title and everything. I got to make a whole new thumbnail and everything. Thank you, my brother. Go.
Oh, honestly, I thought you knew that. I thought you put it as Joe Rogan. No, listen. I thought you put it as Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan is algorithm friendly, and we know that you can't put Alex Jones. He's banned off of YouTube. So I thought you were being sneaky.
You know what? It was. I'm very happy I made that mistake. Salute. You know what?
I thought you were being sneaky, yo.
Just because. Shout out to the Most High, just because he just be protecting you and you don't even know it. You understand?
Wow, I thought you were being sneaky. I thought you were being slick.
Wow, I was doing all of the sneakinesses. I appreciate you. I was not being sneaky. I effed up.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But it worked out. Shout out to the Most High. That's the Most High protecting you without you even knowing. That's a fact. I would have been all screwed up if I would have. Yo,
you think I screwed? Yo, listen to this. DJ Academics, he was streaming it live because that's how I found out about it. Academics was streaming it, and his shit got hit midstream. He had to like take it down because YouTube is not fucking with Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, Alex Jones. The funny part is, good thing that I didn't play no clip. The funny thing is this: Alex Jones was looking at this dude like, you bananas, when he was saying this stuff. Because look, okay, first of all, let's get back to the point that you said that. You said. So I just want to say this. I'm not trying to get at you, but I just wanted to make a point, right? I thank you for having a position that allowed for me to have this conversation. I appreciate it. Real.
Yes, I'm actually gonna drop down because I'm gonna pull up to my job in like 5 minutes.
All right, this is not me being funny. This is some real shit. I do appreciate you, but I do want to say this. I don't think he was attempting in any way to try to make the brand more friendly. I'm not 100% sure what he was attempting to do. We could just, as far as I know, you're right. I'm not 100% sure. All I could do is look at what he's doing, and then we could then have a conversation about it. Your perception is some of the things that he's doing other than this. He's doing other things, not these shits, but he's doing other things that might be trying to make himself a little bit more friendly to Balenciaga and a little bit more friendly to Adidas. I agree that he is wearing the Adidas brand all over the place. You hit that dead smack on the nail. You are not wrong about that. I do also admit that he had that thing when he was then selling the Balenciaga with the YE24 on it. So what you're saying doesn't have it's not outside of the realm of possibilities, because if we're also saying that sometimes he's suffering from multiple that they say that he switches on the dot. You understand what I'm saying? So it could be at a moment in time he might have said that we want to get more friendly with these brands, and then for whatever something else happens, and he says, you know what, screw everything, and threw everything out the window and decided to talk about this. So what you're saying is not off at all. I'm saying it has possibilities inside the realm. I'm just saying he's also doing a counter. If you would have came up here and you would have spoke about something else, I also would have pointed out that he is kind of working in the other, so we can have a full conversation. That's all, my brother. I appreciate you, Zach. You're the man. That's a fact.
All right. And I gotta drop down. Thanks for having me on. But let me just say one thing about, and I'm gonna drop down. I think that you ever see like a homeless person, like a crackhead, at the subway, and they got some good talent. Like they know how to sing, maybe they know how to play a guitar, and you're like, yo, this motherfucker good. But they batshit crazy, right? I think that's what Kanye is. I think Kanye, if he wasn't like a major superstar, he'd probably be one of them homeless, crazy motherfuckers out there.
I doubt it. You want to know why? Do you understand all of the things that Kanye has influenced? Taking Kanye down. Hold on, I'm gonna explain something to you because I don't think you understand. Taking Kanye down has damn near crippled part of our economy, if you realize it or not. It's actually hurting our economy taking Kanye down. It's creating. Do you just see that right there? It says Adidas stands to lose 600. That's a whole nother corporation in a whole nother country. But how much?
I know.
But how much of that money, when it would have been spent, would have been helping to fuel our economy over here in America? So
I know. No, I agree with you.
No, but the point in which I'm trying to make is, if Kanye wasn't doing this, he'd be doing something else. The only thing that would have stopped Kanye from doing something. So we're talking about fashion. We're talking about rap. We're talking about multiple different avenues that this guy is actually really, really good and talented at. You're trying to say that he wouldn't have made it in anything? The only reason why you see these dudes in the subways with all of these problems or whatever is because they had people stopping them for the most part. You had people that was enabling whatever the thing is, that was crushing whatever their dream is. How many times do we hear about people like Whitney Houston or some of the most
yeah, that's a good point. Me and my mother was saying that it's like Whitney Houston. Yeah, that's a good point actually.
World, and they had a bad drug problem allegedly, and then we hear about people like Bobby Brown and talented, allegedly bad drug problem. Let's talk about some of these rock and roll people, some of the most talented people. I don't know these rock and roll guys' names. I wish I did, but if most talented people, they had drug problems. So we're not going to say that somebody in the subway. We're not going to talk down on people that don't have a home. Hold on.
No, I'm not talking down on them. No,
we're not doing that here, but we're not going to talk down on people that don't have a home. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not trying to come at you with what you're saying, and I know you're trying to be funny in some type of topic or in some type of way, and that's cool too. But we're not going to talk down on people. We're going to be humble over here, and we're going to say the things that we got, God gave to us and allowed for us to have, and we're going to love the fact that God allowed for those things to happen for us, and we're going to wish that God allows for those things to happen to other people. So I appreciate you, my brother. I love the conversation. I really did, but we're not going to end it or begin it with talking down, or in the middle with talking down on people. We always going to try to love our people, whether we agree with them or not.
Nah, but I wasn't talking down there. I was trying to finish, but you kind of cut me off.
I get it. I appreciate you.
The point I was trying to make is the people you see on the subway, the reason they're there is because they haven't been discovered. The difference with Kanye.
How do you know? I know people right now. That used to be in the industry in the 90s. In the industry. I'm not talking about. Look at how. Stop. Hold on. Look at how we heard about these rappers just recently passing away on their deathbeds, and people didn't even know that they still existed. What was their situations before? Some of these dudes was homeless. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not talking down on people, and we're not going to say because a person is in the situation, God can't put his hand on their shoulder and lift them up. We're not saying that. You understand? I'm not trying to, but I understand you trying to walk around it. You just said something, you didn't mean it that way. We all say stuff that we don't mean it that way. And sometimes it's almost impossible to clean it up. You didn't mean it that way. You meant it a different way. It's okay. I appreciate you.
All right, well, I'm gonna go back in the chat. I gotta get into work right now, man. But I appreciate having me up.
I appreciate you. We ain't gonna clean that up. The hell? Upset? But you was wrong. It's okay though. Salute. It's good exclusive. It's all good. I enjoyed the conversation. Once again, if you're gonna come up here to have a debate with me, thank you. I appreciate that. I want a debate. But come up here ready. Come up here prepared. You understand? Don't get to the end and then you lose and now you want to throw cheap shots at people. You're not doing that. You understand? Be mature. I hope that's not too much to ask for. He should have made a point. He should have made a point. If he would have made a point, I would have put it on the screen. He ain't make no point though. You know I would have looked it up like I did with everybody else. He ain't make no point though. Anyway, salute to the brother. I'm very happy he came up here, not for nothing, because he allowed for me to have a conversation with somebody about a topic. Hopefully we'll get more people. And like I said before, I just want you to be able to, if you got some facts, tell me to pull it up. I'll pull it up. I'm not scared at all. If I'm talking about something, I'm standing on it. Prove me wrong. I'm cool with it. With that said, and see, that's another thing. I just don't want him to hear nobody. That's why I have the screen up now that I can pull, because I don't want to hear nobody saying gaslighting. Copy? All right. But anyway, do you think Kanye go full con crazy? Did he go full con crazy? So far, 35 people voted. 43% has said yes. 46% said no. 50. For the people that said 50-50, right? I get it. But for the people that said no, like what? Can somebody put some... What more he got to do? I'm curious. I'm on the year side. I'm all the way. I'm not halfway on the year side. I'm so far on the year side. I'm on the absolute side. This dude is bananas. So, and just so we can be clear, sometimes people go, I see, I'm going to say a thing and I'm going to get myself in trouble. See how much harder it is to trick what I'm saying when you have to talk directly to me? See how much harder it is? I'm just saying. Stop believing shit that niggas just be talking about niggas behind their back. See how much harder it is to try to trick somebody's words and talking directly to them. Let's get this shit up real quick. Pardon my language. I want to show y'all something. Pay attention to this. So, could we talk about, and this is just something that I just want to just bring up real quick. It's something that I find extremely funny, just so we can be clear. I think this is hilarious. So, shout out to former President Barack Obama. I want y'all to hear what this guy had to say about a thing.
Since the last time I was here, Mr. Walker has been talking about issues that are of great importance to the people of Georgia. Like whether it's better to be a vampire or a werewolf. This is a debate that I must confess I once had myself. When I was 7. Then I grew up. In case you're wondering, by the way, Mr. Walker decided he wanted to be a werewolf. Which is great. As far as I'm concerned, he can be anything he wants to be, except for a United States Senator.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how much you do not, if you do not like Obama, I don't care what. That guy could deliver a speech, okay? He's magnetic. I don't care what you say about this guy. You better be scared about it. You better be concerned if he's talking to your woman too long. If Obama and your wife is over there and they talking and they giggling, you should be concerned. I'm not saying because she might be trying. This guy's he just knows how to deliver a line. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Oh man, I don't know what to tell you. Hold on, y'all want to see the Walker? I'll let y'all play. I'm gonna play the Walker. Just in all fairness, because there might be nothing wrong with Walker. Who knows, right? That joke might not be a good joke. He might not know what he's talking about. Walker might have made 100% sense, right? What do we know? So let's see if Herschel Walker made any sense, real quick. Right? He could have made sense. Who knows, right? Who knows? Let's see if he made sense. I don't think he made sense.
The faith. Oh, you ever watch a stupid movie late at night, hoping it's gonna get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night, I was watching this movie. Called Freak Night, or some type of night, but it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are some cool people, are they not? But I'm gonna tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I want to be a werewolf. But then
Sheesh! He's gonna kill me. Wait! What now? Justin. Sheesh, man, I can't be hearing stuff that funny. Oh man, that guy's gonna kill me. Oh sheesh. First, jokes should have punchlines. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Jokes should have punchlines. I'm really upset about that. I mean, yeah, he's black and he's embarrassing us, whatever, right? But I'm really upset about the no punchlines in his jokes part. Can they at least stop pretending these things is jokes? He got all of the CTEs. He's just, they take him home and they hook him up like Frankenstein to keep him alive. That guy's all messed up. I don't know what to tell you. What? Want some real? Jokes got punchlines, y'all. They gotta have punchlines. There gotta be a reason. There gotta be, could we agree? It gotta be a reason? Jokes got punchlines. Anyway, what the hell was going on over there? So, just he's watching Fright Night. I don't know if he knows what he was watching. I don't know if he knows what he was watching, right? But he said he was watching something with gargoyle. I mean, something with gargoyles. Why don't they have more gargoyle movies? He said he was watching, let's see what Fright Night is, right? I don't know. He said he was watching Fright Night, right? Nice. So, we got, I know Fright Night got, fucking, I know it has, wait, hold on. I know it has vampires in it, obviously. Alright, so do it got werewolves in it. This one DC. We all know that vampires. Sorry about that, y'all. I wish I could. Horror film written into by Tom Holland. By Tom Holland. Hold on. This kid is doing everything. What in the hell? What in the hell? Who did what now? I'm gonna explain something to y'all real quick, right? They said his name is Tom Holland, right? Do y'all understand something? In the Actors Guild, You are the reason why Samuel L. Jackson is Samuel L. Jackson and not Sam Jackson is because it was already a Sam Jackson. You can't be a name that already exists. Do you understand what I'm saying? So as far as them labeling somebody's name, there should never be two of the same name. That's why there's a lot of people who also use their middle name. That's why there's some people who only use initials, because you can't use the name because it's already listed, it's already given to somebody in the Actors Guild, which is a whole nother conversation I don't want to get into. So I'm laughing because there's no reason in the world why this should say directed by Tom Holland. And it should say Thomas Lee Holland, I guess, but not this. Anyway, maybe they was being lazy. I don't know. Just, just something if y'all didn't know that. It's just something to know if you didn't know. Let me make the screen bigger for y'all. All right, so vampires right here. Boom. Right? He's a vampire. Is there fucking... I'm trying to find the movie this guy was watching. No, there's no werewolves in this shit. He don't even know what movie he was watching. I promise you. Vampires. You know he was probably watching? He was watching that damn... Wait. I don't know what he was watching. Nobody knows what he was watching. He couldn't tell you what he was watching. Shout out to that guy. He's the worst. Anyway, so he goes on to talk about whatever he said. Somebody should go over there and donate to their page, though. For real. I wish I could help y'all with that Wikipedia. What in the hell? Anyway, are we back? Let's I just want to, we can get back to the Kanye conversation real quick if y'all don't mind. So Zab, shout out to Zab Sigma. Hope everything went well. We walked into work. His boss was like, I saw you on the Chad Pro show. You did terrible. He said, tomorrow you better get better. They started training him like Rocky. That's what they're doing at his job right now. He's training like Rocky. And like that dude from Punch Out. He's running right there. They're about to take him out to the fucking lake and have him running behind a bike. It's like, you got to get better, Zab. You got to bob, Zab. You got to weave. Wax on, wax off. I want to say something about the Kanye thing. Hold on, let's see if we can find something over here on this shit right here. The Kanye Kincaid CP3 thing, right? Chris Brown, right? Chris Brown. Chris who? Chris Paul? Let's see what page 6 is. Let's see what Post is saying. They've been really interesting lately. And they're owned by Fox. And Fox has been hitting it out the park. They're mad at somebody. I don't know what they were owned by Fox. I don't know if when the sale went off a couple of years ago, Disney and all that. I don't know if they took this publication. I don't think they did though. So I think this is still owned by the Rupert Murdoch company. Just so we could be clear in their family. I'm not 100% sure though. Yes, you come over here to the BBN and you learn about a whole bunch of other shit that you might or might not be important to the world. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Kanye West unhinged Thursday. Let's see what this says. Like that, this touch screen for me is over here. Hey, shout out to that guy. Not a real shout out. I mean, I don't have nothing against them, but I ain't got time for this. Kanye West unhinged Thursday, wait, what? Was there words already? You can't even tell because it shit is. Okay. Kanye West unhinged. He caught Chris Paul with Kim Kardashian. I want to say something real quick. Do y'all remember there was a post? We're going to see if they have it here. He says, let's break one more window before we get out of here. Caught this guy with Kim. Good night. Caught her with him? I don't know if she caught him. That's worse. Like, what happened? You walked in and shit and he was like dribbling. It's too early for this. There's no proof and no reason to believe West. He has spent the day spewing anti-Semitic as a guest on a right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones Infowars show, praising Nazis and Hitler. The rapper has seemingly become more unhinged by the day, having previously been banned from social media. I think he wants to be banned, not for nothing. I think he's getting banned on purpose. I think that when this dude brought him back to Twitter, I think he was kind of pissed. Like, you sucker, I'm making a stand. Like, why you doing this to me? I'm making a stand. So I don't think he wanted to be on Twitter in the first place. He also, I'm not gonna put the imagery up here, but he also sent out some really disturbing imagery of a Star of David inside of a swastika inside of a Star of David. I'm not putting that up there. I'm not doing that. That was really disturbing imagery. We're not doing that. So he's been going at, do you understand? For the people, so for the people who say he is not going con crazy, are you just trolling? I mean, if you're just trolling, that's cool. But I think he's going con crazy. I don't know what to tell you. This guy said he had a perfectly good sweater. He walked past the guy that was painting. He said, "I trade you." I can't wait till I could do that. That's a dope ass gear. Just walk past him. Like, yeah, I'll trade you. Just give him some frost notes that don't nobody else got. Like for whatever they jacket with. Thursday night after being unbanned. Thursday night, he was just, what did I say? He just got unbanned on Thursday? What's today? So they unbanned him. Today's Friday. Wait, is today Friday? Today's Friday. So they unbanned him on Thursday? I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. He ain't want to be there. I told you he didn't want to be there. Look, that's the face he probably gave when they unbanned him. Like, I'm making a stand. What are y'all doing? This should not say Joe Rogan. It should say Alex Jones. I got the whole wrong name. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't care. I'm just gonna have to fix it later. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's his wife. Hey, she's pretty. Yeah, she's pretty. I'm not feeling the polka dots though. That's why I had to look at the outfit twice. I'm not really feeling the polka dots. I don't think they match. I think they both were in black, but I don't think they match. Look at his what he got on his lapel. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't match. They both were in black, but they don't match. You don't see it? They both were in black. They don't match though. They don't match. You don't see it? They look like they don't look like they came together. Anyway. Chris Paul really about to lose his one ring. What are he doing all that? Hey, pretty bride. Shout out to Chris Paul. Okay. And they got the kid in the picture. He's like, "What am I here for?" They should have did this 12 months ago. Chris Paul buying his wife flowers to try and save his marriage. Sheesh. I got the wrong title. I gotta fix the title. I gotta make a new title card after the show's over. Well, that explains a lot. My fault, y'all. I was just when I was looking for the content. That explains a lot. What up, Marginal Marker? Yeah, I gotta fix the thing. Thank you for telling me, but I don't got time to fix it right now. I gotta keep the show going. I want to fix it right now, so that's why I'm it's fucking.
To my boy Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs, for directing videos. Make sure y'all check him out. Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs. My kind of guy. D-Block, yeah. Ghost told you so.
All right, so I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. Kanye West accused Chris Paul of sleeping with his baby mama, Kim Kardashian, right? And then all of a sudden, just so we can be clear, a photo popped up of, do you remember when Kanye West and Drake was beefing? So a photo popped up of Drake and two of his comrades wearing Chris Paul jerseys, all three of them, laughing. Drake posted this around the time that him and Kanye's beef was going crazy. Now, I want to show y'all something. I put the link down there if anybody. If you want to come up here and be friendly, you can come up here and be friendly. If you want to come up here and not be friendly, I get that opportunity also, as long as we're respectful. Nice. So, I want to bring something up real quick. What's the name of the song? Sicko Mode. One more, right? Because you know, there's people saying I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm absolutely insane. So I'm listening to Sicko Mode the other day, right? And I'm like, do you remember when Sicko Mode came out and people was like, yo, how could dude do that to him? How could Homeboy get on a song with Drake and let Drake do him dirty? So real quick, I just want to just go over a couple of these lyrics and then I just want to point something out. The sun's down, freezing cold. That's how we already know winter's here. My dog could probably do it for a Louis belt. That's how we just know he don't know nothing else. So, okay, so he's like, wow, he's threatening the hell out of somebody, right? Whatever, right? So his verse comes. Made it here, ice in the booth, at the gate outside. When they pull up, they get me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. Nike boy. Wait. Is this Drake's part? It's Drake's part, right? Okay, so hold on. Yeah, so this is the one I'm actually looking for. This is the verse I'm looking for, right? So what? This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. What's the verse? So boom. So this is the verse where he's literally talking about banging this nigga moms. This dude, part of my language, about literally sleeping with Kim Kardashian moms. In this freaking verse right here, he talking about tipping up on the crib, 4 a.m. I need to know this song better. I ain't gonna lie. Which one is Drake's lyrics? That should be Drake's, right? Which one is Travis Scott lyrics and which one is Drake lyrics? Because I'm getting this. I don't know this song well enough. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the fucking song, but I don't know one part from the other. I can't see these guys' lyrics. All songs sound the same to me. It's a long story. I've heard too much music. Yeah, but that's not the line. line I'm looking for. I'm looking for a specific line. There's a specific line. I gotta hear the song. I don't want to play the song because I'm gonna get hit by a copyright and it's gonna kill me. Sorry about that, y'all. But there's a specific line in the song. I cannot find it. I promise you. I promise you. That's the song where he talk about going down the block. I think it's the ad-libs. It's the ad-libs. That's why I can't hear it. It's the ad-libs. That's the song where he talking about going down the block and then cutting to the left and being at the nigga crib. And he lived down the block from the nigga. So I just want to express something. Do you remember when Kanye West was saying that Drake's a cold dude? He said, yo, when you beefing with Drake, he bang your he said when you beefing with Drake, he bang your mother-in-law. Do everybody remember when he said that? He said it on Drink Tranks. He was like, yo, when you beefing with Drake, he bang your mother-in-law. Remember when he said that? Now check this out. I just want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Basically, what he was saying is like when he was banging his mother-in-law, he was making this nigga life terrible. Now, if he's banging his mother-in-law, guess what else he knows? He knows everything that's going on in fucking Kanye West's life. You understand? He got inside intel on everything that Kanye is doing. You get it? Everything that's happening to him. So now, when we hear Kanye say, yo, this dude CP3 banged my wife. And then we seen when Drake was beefing with him. And at that time that Drake was beefing with him, guess what else Drake was doing? Drake was banging his mother-in-law. Copy? At the time that Drake was beefing with him, Drake took a picture with the CP3, with three of his friends all in CP3 jerseys. Now that lends the idea, did he set that up? Did he make that possible? Did Drake invite the Jenners somewhere, which it also invites Kim? We could all, go have a good time, knowing that when they invite them at that place, that there was somebody that was going to be there that would have jumped on the opportunity to try to sleep with her. Did Drake do that? Just saying. Be mad at Kanye. Be mad at Kanye over that shit that he said about the Nazis. Don't be mad at Kanye over this Chris Paul thing. I believe him. I believe him. 100%. You want to know why I believe him? Because a crap load of players in the NBA don't like Chris Paul. You know why players don't like you in the NBA? A lot of times it's because their wives don't like you. A lot of players don't like Chris Paul. Why Chris Paul keep having to leave every organization? He's one of the greatest point guards of all time. He's not a good point guard. He's one of the greatest point guards of all time. Visually and skill-wise. And win-wise, by the way. Every team he goes to wins more games. Also, remember, homegirl, one of the Kardashians was dating his teammate. Remember, one of the Kardashians was dating Booker. So I believe him. As far as with the sleeping with his wife, Chris Paul sleeping with his wife. I'm here for that. I believe it. Anything y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. I believe it, bro. There's nobody likes Chris Paul is too good of a player for other players, and for so many people in the league to not like him. He's too good of a player. I don't know if I want to put that up on the screen. I think Trump said he was absolutely going crazy when he's doing these anti-Semitic comments. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't see what you're saying. I think Trump is calling him crazy for these comments, just so we can be clear. I could be wrong though. Who knows? I don't think Trump is co-signing any of these comments. I could be wrong. Too extreme, even for former President Trump. That was October 16th. What we in now? December? 5 days ago, Trump called Kanye West a seriously troubled man. I don't necessarily agree with your sentiment. I'm not trying to come after you. I'm just saying I don't necessarily agree with your sentiment. But if you have something that you could show me or lead me to, you don't think him saying that Ye 5 days ago, just so we could be clear, you said he didn't say anything negative about Ye. He said he's a seriously troubled man. You don't think that's saying anything negative? No, I remember him doing this though. Like I literally remember this happening. Okay, hold on. Let's go into the link and see what the link says, right? So you're saying no matter what proof I show you, I'm still wrong? Is that what you're saying? Apparently. So that's the new way to go about it. Even if I have proof I'm wrong. Stop it. Former President Trump on Saturday said, Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, is a seriously troubled man. All right, so this page said he's a seriously troubled man. So I'm assuming you're saying this page is wrong. Okay, let's see what somebody else reported on. You know, screw that page for putting out that bad information. Let me close this so I know what I'm going into. Trump down with what? Wait, close so I know what I'm going into. And white nationalists, we talking about troubled man. Let's see if anybody else says troubled man. Speaks about this specifically, right? Not everything on the internet. So Forbes, you know, let's see what them lie. Let's see what lies Forbes is telling. Former President Trump stuck his most defensive tone yet on Saturday after his controversial dinner with the White House, with the white supremacist Nick Fuentes and embattled rapper Kanye. Let's see what he said. Oh, they have video. They're gonna lie to us. They're gonna lie to us with video. These guys, they got to do all of the lions. Are you trying to tell me they're not even gonna just lie and type now? They're gonna. Let's see what they do. I'm with you, Liddy Kitty. Freaking Google. All of the lies all the time. I'm assuming anything that co-signs anything that I say is the lie, though, right? Oh, we don't need to play the music. Trump West, some trouble, man. Defense dinner. Also, Forbes also says that they say he's a seriously troubled man. I don't know. He's not saying it there. I'm not going. They just play music. So, okay. So Forbes is telling the same lie, so I'm not sure what to do about that. What you think we should do about it, Liddy Kitty? All of these people telling all of these lies. Rolling Stone, let's see if they telling the same lie. Why they lying on Donald Trump, though? I want to know why they would lie and say he said this. Donald Trump called Kanye West a seriously troubled man who happened to be black. I literally remember the quote. But you're saying it didn't happen because, you know, the internet. So I want to know, why is everybody lying on him? Even though I remember it also, just so we can be clear. Yeah, I remember it also. So I don't know why you're saying that it's not true. Is it not true because it's on the internet? I'm curious. I'm let you talk. Yeah, whatever you got to say. I'll send the link. I want to know. Is it not true because it's on the internet? Is it just a simple act of it being on the internet and not being something that you think is true makes it a lie? Because he said that. You're saying he didn't say that, but you're also saying, just so I could be clear, I'm not coming for you, but, you know, you're saying that, no. So tell me which page says that he didn't say it, so we could go read that part. Because there's a lot of people saying that he did say it. So I'm pretty sure there's a page saying that he didn't say it also, right? So let's be fair. You tell me what the publication is, and I'll go to that website and see the one that said that he didn't say this. Because apparently everything on Google isn't accurate. And you listen to real politicians. Apparently, you're saying that a man that used to be a president isn't a real politician. The act of winning the presidency then makes him a politician, by the way. No, I didn't say Zab was coming for me, and I'm just kicking you because I'm not here to argue. I said that I'm not here to talk down on people, whether it be me or anybody else. I felt like he was talking down on homeless people. I felt like he was talking down on people that didn't get their shot. I felt like he was talking down on people who squandered their shot. I don't consider myself above these people. The fact that you can't understand that and think that I took that as a direct shot to me is troubling, because you're the type of person that make it so they can never be changed. And there's a lot of you. But that's okay. Because you was meant to be whoever you are. You gotta do better, people. Like, you gotta do better. Which both things could be true? I want to know which both things could be true. I'm not arguing that two things can't be true, because two things could be true. Hell, three things could be true. But which two things could be true? I'm telling you how I accepted it. If you don't want to believe me, there's nothing I can do about that. You're literally telling me I'm wrong when I'm showing you Google pages where Forbes is saying the thing. You do know that, right? You just told me that Forbes is lying. You just told me that a ton of reputable organizations is lying about a thing that he said and everybody heard him say in order to prove your point. I want to know why I should think that your words carry any weight. Can we just be clear? So no matter what I show you as proof, you're going to say it's disqualified. Right? Still ain't telling me what both things could be true. I think calling somebody a troubled man is something negative to say. Saying that somebody needs help is something positive to say. You see how that works? You do know the word trouble is literally something that is a negative word. So are you trying to change how words mean so you can be right? You know what? Let's just change how words mean. From now on, words work however Liddy Kitty say that they work. Troubled is now a positive word, everybody. So whenever you hear trouble, the person is not saying something negative. So when somebody says, run, trouble, don't go away from the thing. Go towards the thing. Y'all can't debate with me, man. Because y'all just saying the opposite of whatever you hear me say. So everything that y'all say don't make sense. Dude, Johnny B, she just said that trouble is not bad. Do you understand this? She is over here trying to argue to me that trouble is not negative. Do you understand? So when you driving and the guy that looked under your hood says your car got trouble, what do you think? She like, I'm good to go. What the hell? What in the hell? That's what you think? Like, yo, what do you mean? I'm literally, am I twisting her words? Please, somebody, am I twisting her words? Please, look, I'm twisting your words. You could come up here and say your words yourself. Look, listen, there go the link. You can say your words yourself. I promise you, as long as you're just not saying shit to attack me and just go crazy, I'm not going to dub you. You can say whatever you want. Please, come up here, say the thing you want to say. Because I'm twisting your words over here. The words that we all can read. I'm twisting them things. Pretzel life. What are you talking about? What the hell? What are you... She's saying I'm twisting words, and she's trying to say trouble isn't negative. How in the hell? What words am I twisting? Okay, so explain to me which words I'm using wrong. Let's start there. Which words am I using wrong? Look, I'm here. I'm paying. We're gonna go to a commercial break while she gets herself together. No, look, Johnny B is engaging. Shout out to Darkwing. Darkwing is engaging. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go to a commercial break and give you an opportunity to get yourself together. Got me? Because I love you. If nobody else loves you, Jack Frost is over here sending all the loves. All the loves. Oh shit, that was a whole accident. Okay. I thought I had that on loop. I want to apologize. Okay, so real quick, I just want to be clear about this. Well, I'm getting this shit over here. It's fixed it. No, I'm not going back and reading any comments. Why would I do that? You're right here. Why would I go back and read a comment? You're right here. And I read every comment as we were speaking on it. So why would I go back and read the comment? That don't make sense. What kind of sense does that make? So what you can do is you could write new comments that actually work out and better give us the imagery of what you're trying to say. Because maybe we don't get what you're trying to say. Maybe it's saying this the smartest shit in the room and we don't understand. Because in order for it to make sense at this point, it has to be some of the smartest shit in the room. So you might be saying the smartest stuff in the room and the rest of us just cannot comprehend because our intelligence isn't at a broad enough spectrum for us to be able to receive the information. So explain. I'm here. All of the things. I'm gonna move on though. What the hell, yo? She just said trouble was it bad. Darkwing, shout out to Darkwing. He says Jay going through. Yeah, she's playing word games. They play word games. She's playing word games and saying I'm playing word games. I don't even understand this shit. Darkwing says Jay going through it. So that is playing a part in his mental. First, this is the one thing that I want to say, and I think people don't really get this. Whenever you become a figure in social media, I get it that you want to laugh and joke with whoever the person is that you see on the screen, but sometimes, especially if it's somebody that you're going to come into consistent communications with, sometimes you should probably understand that that person might want to engage with you, but might not always have the ability to because of whatever experiences that they previously had. Because what you also have to understand is just as often as we might run into somebody that appreciates something that we do, we might also run into somebody who is jealous. We might run into somebody who think you don't deserve what you're doing. They don't even understand the behind the scenes stuff. Sometimes people just think that you just pick up a camera and start talking. They don't even know how to do research, nevertheless have done research. You understand what I'm saying? So and I want to say this, and this is one of the things that I got from school, and this is why I don't badmouth school. I just want our schools to get better. What up, BMF? I don't badmouth schools. I just want schools to get better. And the reason for that is, specifically, I learned how to do research in school. Research is knowing how to do research is one of the most important things. You guys are thinking people are smart, but in reality, they just know how to research something. That's it. Knowing how to research is such a talent. About 7-8 years ago, I was trying to tell people that that was the move. Learn how to do that type of shit and learn how to do coding. And look what's going on now. I was saying that on this platform, by the way, so I'm not just throwing that out there. Copy? I was putting people on before the game. All right? With that being said, notice I said 4 or 5 years ago. I was saying it while we was on the platform. With that being said, of course, everybody's mental health is not I'm going to explain something. Mental health isn't a straight line. I think people want to believe that somebody's natural mental health is a straight line. It's not. Mental health is like this, right? Mental health varies like this throughout the course of your life. There's going to be points in your life where your mental health is going to be better than at other points in your life due to the stress and what you're going through, due to the people in which you're around, due to the environment in which you might be in. I think what's a big issue and a big problem is people like to say, oh, somebody did some crazy shit 7-8 years ago, so they still on that same type of time. What I'll say is that most of us have the potential to get up to a certain level of, I can't believe he just did that. And I think that it's extremely important for those people that can get to a high level of that also to have a very high emotional intelligence, because this world that we currently live in is often trying to push people who should not be pushed in the direction because everybody want to see what's going to happen. We have too many kids with magnifying glasses. That's the best way I can put it. So, I think generally speaking, we always see our celebrities go through some kind of mental health crisis publicly. Didn't Tom Holland? I was the earlier joke. Remember, Tom Holland had said that he was leaving social media over a period of time for a reason. Now, come to find out, I think he's engaged to Zendaya allegedly. I don't know if this is true. Let's look it up. So allegedly, he might be engaged in Zendaya. I don't know. I think it might be BS. I think I just might have seen that somewhere because I didn't really lean into it too far. Let's see. I don't even know how to spell her name. Did I spell it right? No. There we go. Engaged. Is this a real thing? I don't know if this is a real thing. If it's not a real thing, this is so fucking supreme marketing. If this is a real thing, if this is a real thing, these two might be what? Okay, so could we all agree that the greatest entertainment that has been created on the face of the earth, that has spanned it from a long period of time, over decades, actually has been the comic book universe? And I'm not talking about its cinematic run. In the comic book universe, there are certain characters that we see these people as these people when we see these people. Like whenever we see Christopher Reeves, that's Superman. We ain't playing with it. So the point in which I'm trying to make, are they creating a situation where the imaginary Spider-Man is going to get... That's insane. Also, I want to add, just for everybody that just don't know about comic book shit, she's the only one who remembers him. So they might add that in the actual... She's the only one. Okay, so there was a thing that happened. Could we talk comic books for 2 seconds? I just want to talk comic books for 2 seconds. So there's a thing that happened where Spider-Man needed everybody to forget who he was after Civil War. I believe it was after Civil War. So Spider-Man needed everybody to forget who he was. So he made a deal with like Mephisto or some shit like that. I forget which deal he made. So he made a deal with somebody. I believe it was Mephisto. That's basically Satan allegory in the Marvel Universe. So he's one of the Satan allegories in the Marvel Universe. But he's like the main one because he looks like Satan. Anyway, he exists in a whole different dimension. Anyway, that's not even hitting on it. So he makes a deal with Mephisto. When he makes the deal with Mephisto, nobody remembers that he's Spider-Man or whatever, some Peter Parker or some shit. She's the only one that remembers. So this is interesting. I don't know if this is a real thing or a fake thing, and I forgot why I started telling y'all that stupid shit. My page ain't loaded. I forgot why I started telling y'all that stupid shit. But yeah, so that's a thing, apparently. I keep trying to tell you, if I felt like it, I could do comic book videos, movie videos. I could do any type of video that you could think of that involves media. I'm a student. I'm a student. I've written comic books. Used to come to school and read them to my classmates. I ain't capping. I've always been a content creator, which is what I am. That comic book, no, you're talking about, hold on. You're talking about the other deal with Mephisto that he made when he brung Aunt May back, and he you talking about when he brung Aunt May back. That's a whole nother deal. He's constantly making deals with Mephisto, apparently. That's when he made the deal with Mephisto to bring Aunt May back to life, and Mephisto wanted his marriage to MJ. Is that when she remembered who he was? Maybe I'm getting it mixed up and confused. I don't think I am, though. But there's a possibility. But that's what you're talking about. I'm talking about the Civil War one. Yeah, people was pissed off about that. People was pissed off. Brand New Day. Yeah, so you talking about that one. I'm not talking about that one. He talking about this one. I'll show you what he's talking about. Yeah, I'm not talking about that one. It happened more than once. Apparently, Spider-Man is constantly telling people his secret identity and then being, oh, you know what? That was a bad idea. Yeah, you're talking about this comic book run right here. I'm trying to tell y'all. Marvel. Sheesh. I'm just gonna be quiet. It chronicles the aftermath, status quo, one more day. Big although the banner runs, boom, boom, boom. So up in the frequency, publication 3 months monthly. I ain't so fucking. This is not saying what actually happened. There we go. We'll shoot Civil War. Okay, so we are talking about the same thing, are we? No. Although some people see, this is the one I'm talking about. See, I told you it's two separate ones. See, I'm talking about, although some people vaguely recall that Spider-Man unmasked himself during the secret of the events of Civil War, they do not remember whose face was under the mask, and even if this was brought to their attention, they soon ceased to worry about it, because that was the spell that was put on from some other shit. Brand New Day is the one where he had Mary J. Watson, his marriage to Mary J. Watson was erased as a result of his adjusting history so that Aunt May could still be alive. Shout out to that shit. Appreciate you. I like having conversations. Brand New Day. And that did split the fan base. That's a fact. Because a lot of people's pissed, man. We want to see Mary Jane with Spider-Man, man. Why can't they have no Spider Babies? We want Spider Babies! I'm not even joking. I think they do got a kid though now. Spider-Man got kids and shit now. It's like a long thing, like, because they retcon everything and then they bring the shit back and then they switch it and then they're like, you know what? We don't want that anymore. They test something out and then they decide they don't want it. That's why you have events like Secret Wars, by the way. And Secret Wars in the Marvel Universe. Another one was the Incursions in the Marvel Universe. If you want to talk about DC, that's why they be having the DC New 52 at one point. And then that's why they be having all those events, like the crisis events. There's always some kind of crisis where it's like the crisis of infinite Earths and shit like that. That's why they have those events. So, you know, they was like, yo, you know what? The last 7 years, we put a lot of shit. We want people to forget about it. It did not work. So we got right away. So they do that. So that's why you see characters who die and then new characters introduced, or new characters back and shit like that. Yeah, that's why I said they did have a kid. I just said that. Thank you for telling me. He said, nah, they had a daughter. Or they had a kid, some shit like that. But Spider-Man universe is so interesting, and that's why Sony just missed on so many marks. First of all, there's no Silk movie yet. That's insane. For everybody that don't know, there is a Spider Totem. And oh man, Spider-Man is so deep. Like, okay, so hold on. So I'll just say this real quick and then I'm gonna get off of this. But there's a thing called a Spider Totem. So in the infinite multiverse, right? The Spider-Verse, multiverse, whatever you want to say. There is a most powerful Spider-Man, whatever. So right? So there is the prime Spider-Man and his mate. Silk is his mate, and Peter Parker in the main Marvel universe is the prime Spider-Man. So whenever they're in close proximity to each other, they can't help but like there's like they gotta have sex. I don't know no way to put it. So, and it's bugged. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really bugged. Spider-Man universe is really interesting. It's sad that Sony had no idea what to do with it. Silk was bit the same day Peter Parker was. Yeah. So it's sad that Sony just didn't know what to do with it. They just, I think the problem is that they're trying to make this is the problem I think that they have more than anything else. I think they have the same problem that Marvel initially had, but Marvel fixed it. And Marvel's initial issue was, at least in my mind, was that when they had their television programming, it didn't had no impact, or it didn't really. It was a projection at best of what was going on in the main universe. So people didn't really feel a need to. There was no connection. So while you got people that complain, I don't want to watch all of the everything in order to be caught up. In reality, that's really what people want to do. They want to feel a connection to a product or to a character in such a manner that they feel like if they miss something, it's a bad thing. Now that angst in us make us feel like we don't want to have to miss anything. That makes us feel like we don't want to be in a situation where we might miss something. But in reality, what it is we love this thing so much that we want to make sure that we don't have it not in our presence. So, or at least that's one interpretation. So I say all that to say, what DCU did was their television programming was so much different from what they was doing in the movies, because their movies, they was trying to get big paydays. And then with their television programming, they was just, the television branch and the movie branch was so separated, and they didn't work together. If they would have worked together, they were not going to overtake Marvel, but they could have did something special, because DC's television side of it was incredible. I'm sorry. The first couple of years of The Flash, I loved. I didn't watch The Arrow, but I heard that was an incredible program. I didn't watch it though. I don't know nothing about that shit. The Tales of Tomorrow or whatever, the Heroes of Tomorrow, whatever, that was also a pretty good program. It was solid in the beginning. So they could have did a lot of things with that. They just chose not to. They didn't want to have the things interconnected, because it usually had to deal with egos. You know what I'm saying? So people be like, I don't want you stepping on my project. I want to say something real quick involving Star Wars, real quick. So as far as with Star Wars is concerned, so when they was filming Kenobi, do you know that these dudes didn't even want to stick to the overall Star Wars mythology? That they were upset that they couldn't just create a whole new story out of thin air that didn't align with the actual Star Wars universe. And when I say they, I mean literal, the guy that plays Obi-Wan Kenobi was pissed off about this, because they didn't want to have a movie about the show with Leia. He wanted to have the show with Luke. Now, this is what I want to say. I want to see more shit with Leia. I want them to have more Leia shit. I don't think we have enough Princess Leia shit out there, period. I think they need to go into this, their you know how they do the Bad Batch and all that other shit? I think that animation style, I think they need to have something with Leia and with, like, something revolving around Leia and Han Solo. That's just my feeling. And you have Luke in there every once in a while, whatever the hell. You understand? There's something in there with Leia and Han Solo. Like, I don't understand why that's not a thing. Like, you have a real long period of history in the Star Wars universe where we don't know nothing about. You have to just make content in that area and people will be acceptable of it, because that's what we love. Anyway, now I'm sorry if I'm talking. I know I'm some people's not here for this. I also think they need something on Windu. And just so we can be clear, I want them to have, I think that would be, okay, so a lot of people don't know this. Mace Windu uses the dark side of the Force. Did y'all know that? Mace Windu is ridiculously powerful. He also uses the dark side of the Force. Why in the hell isn't there a Mace Windu series from when he was younger, like right when he was either a Padawan and or right after he not a Padawan no more, and we could see his ascension to him acquiring the light and dark side of the Force, and you could tell a nice little story in there that will be before the Clone Wars. There's a lot of stuff they could do with Star Wars. They're just not doing it. I agree with the Mace Windu. That's a fact. First of all, I want them to make a movie about the clone Rex. That's a fact. I want a Captain Rex TV show, not a movie, a Captain Rex TV show. The heck are you talking about? I understand the problem. We're gonna have to find somebody that's gonna be the clone. We're gonna have to be an incredible actor. He's gonna be he's gonna have to know how to play multiple different types of characters. This is a clone. But I want Captain Rex. I want a Captain Rex War Saga. Captain Rex was all over the. But if you do that, then you also have to have Anakin, because Captain Rex was Anakin's right-hand man. We're going to see what they're going to do with Acolyte. It's a fact. Who want to have a Star Wars panel with me? We got any Star Wars heads in here? I want to get a Star Wars panel together. We got any Star Wars heads in here? Let's start having a Star Wars panel. That's a fact. What you talking about? Also, I forgot to mention this shit. Saturday night, we are. Oh, did I get the shit up there? We're gonna be in Syracuse, New York. I'm extremely excited about this. Y'all should already know. We're gonna be in Syracuse, New York, December 3rd. We're gonna be watching the current Emperor of the Verses, Jadakiss. He needs to walk around with like an Emperor's cloak. I promise you. He needs to walk around with the Emperor's cloak on at all times. He needs to just always have that on. He's the Emperor of the Verses, Jadakiss and Class Murders over here. Also, Rich Baby, Jacob Fergo, and Denny. I'm hoping I'm saying this guy's names right over here. Look like he did so. Shout out to him. Hosted by Stupid Bills, also performing, those guys. DJ Big Boy, DJ Smooth, and DJ Reg. At Sharky's Event Center. Come down for the music. Stay for the bite. Yeah, I would, because these are things that interest me. These are things I would like to talk about. So yeah, I think we should get a Star Wars panel together. I like to have a Star Wars. I want to have a Marvel panel. These are things that interest me. These are things that I like. I would like to be able to talk about something I like instead of being in conversations with people that they only want to like talk about stuff that I don't like. That's crazy. You'd be like, you know what? I don't even want to talk. You know what? I'm fine. I'm staying home. It don't make sense. So yes, definitely, I would love to have a panel where we're talking about Star Wars. I'm big Star Wars. It's a fact. But yeah, Mace Windu, he light and dark side. So that would be interesting to see his ascension or how he acquired. So that's dope stuff that they could write. You understand what I'm saying? Also, just so we can be clear, the Mandalorians. It's like my favorite. Right. Okay. So Andor is visually the most appealing. We're not even gonna play with it. But the Mandalorian, I love that story. I love that show. That show is just the best show. That's how we want. I'm acceptable of that Star Wars. You know what I want them to do though? I want them for any which one of these Star Wars universes that exist at the same time, but they visually have different themes. I want if they have any because this will be interesting. If they have any crossovers, I want the crossover to be the interpretation of the theme in which they're crossing over to. Because if you do that, then that visually that'll be great for whoever the consumer is. Because like when you take when you take Baby Yoda over to Andor, he shouldn't look like the Baby Yoda that's on The Mandalorian. because that's not the type of prosthetics or costuming or effects that they use. He should look differently. Just like Mando, he should look differently. He should look as far as how the scheme of the actual program aligns. And I think that in itself will even make that shit even more interesting. So, I mean, there's a lot these guys can do. But at the end of the day, it's all about money also. You feel me? Like, do they really think a Mace Window-led program? Yes, it would. Yeah. We're not going to play with it. Ezra Bridger! I don't want them to do. Only way I want to see Ezra Bridger if they. I don't want to do spoilers, but I don't know how I feel about that. 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 It's too soon. But they could do a Mandalorian. Okay, so Bo-Katan. Okay, so everybody that don't know, Mandalorian 3, season 3 is coming up. I'm gonna give a little bit of spoiler, but I haven't seen it obviously, so I can't tell you what's in it. Yes, I want Thorn. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yo, Thorn was that dude, Joe. Yeah, I want Thorn. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like, you fucking me up. Like, I really love that program. Like, you gotta understand, like, I don't cap. Like, if I feel a way about something, I feel a way about that thing. If I keep trying to tell you I don't cap. I don't know if I'll be able to watch that program right now, but I want Thorn. Maybe we could have Thorn earlier in his career and watch his. I want to watch some of these guys' ascension. You understand? I want the season to end knowing that we could have a second season. Because I don't write a season. I write a season. Okay, I write like. Generally speaking, I come up with this amount of content and then I chip away at the parts that I want to segment off. So everything that I create is part of a universe. I don't create anything that isn't part of a greater universe. Not one thing. Ever. I want Thorn. Sheesh. Right. That's the only way to really get Thorn, right? Who else was? No. I can know another way we could get Thorn. Hold on. Who else was Thorn going? Who else existed at that time? Saw Gerrera. Also, we might be getting Thorn. Is Thorn still alive? No, they killed Thorn, right? And when was this? Oh, shoot. The spoiler. The Thorn was a bad mofo, yo. Thorn was just bad. Like, Thorn was he was a badass. We ain't going Thorn. Anyway, what else? For everybody that don't know what we're talking about, I'll put it up on the screen real quick. So this is a guy in the what do you call this? Star Wars universe. His name is General. Is he General Thorn? General Thorn? So that's this guy. He's a badass. If they did live action and it was a movie, I could 100% see Benjamin Cumberbatch being Thorn in a live action. 100%. So you could get an understanding. 100%. Matter of fact, I don't think they should put anybody else as him except for him. I think that's the best. That I don't know who did this, but that person's a genius. Shout out to the Hollywood Reporter. But I guess he's saying he wouldn't want to do it. Oh, they said why he won't play Thor. He's going to be in the... Hold on. What? Thorn is going to be in The Mandalorian. Oh, sheesh. Thor Mandalorian. See, there we go. We get Thorn anyway. He was mentioned last season when he reappearing in the show. Boom. So, there you go. He was mentioned. Did I put Thorn? I'm a big Thorn fan. Thorn is dope. He's 100% evil though. He's a really bad guy though. He probably needs to be killed. Yeah, so Thorn is alive during The Mandalorian, so they said they're gonna have him. So boom, there you go. We get Thorn. So that means that we really gonna get a lot of planet hopping, because if you put Thorn, that means that they can't stay in one place. You gotta move. You can't be on that one planet. They're gonna destroy that planet. Anyway, what else y'all want to talk about? What time is it? I got a ton of stuff we gotta get to. We gotta go out of town today also, so I got a ton of stuff I gotta get to. We're probably gonna be stopping now, so I can make sure I get myself together. If anybody want to come up and chop it up with me, pull up. See you. I like when my friends tell me they doing some dope shit, especially when they tell me they doing some shit and it's like I'm put money in their pocket. I'm like, yeah. I like when they hear that. I don't know how y'all can hate, man. I don't know how people can hate. I just don't get it. Honestly, don't get it. Honestly. I want to give y'all a chance to come up here, but I also want to go get something to eat. And I don't know. I think I need to. Sheesh. Remember, my book bag got stolen, so I don't got a book bag. I don't want to walk around. All I got is a luggage. I don't want to walk around with this. I think I'm just going to take the luggage case, right? They going to let me put it in the bus, though? I don't want to carry my luggage. Is there an overhead? Like, I don't know that shit, bro. I think I'm just going to go buy a book bag. I'm going to just book. Nah, man, I'm just going to use it. Because, I mean, it also get protection, too, right? But, I mean, wait, what the fuck? I don't like to be carrying nothing. I wish I could work inside of the Star Wars universe. You have no idea. I have an idea for like 4 or 5 characters that are just absolutely bonkers. Bad. Everybody that don't know. He's also evil as shit, so whatever he got, yeah, coming to him. All right, we'll be right back.
Shout out to my boy Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs, for directing videos. Make sure y'all check him out. Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs. My kind of guy. D-Block, yeah.
Do that's actually really bad. Like, I feel like all Christians are actually guilty of this and a lot of them don't realize it, but it's so bad it can actually be a danger to our faith. Y'all know the story where the disciples are out at sea with Jesus and the storm happens and the disciples start freaking out and they get Jesus and Jesus is like, guys, calm down, where's your faith? I always read that story and I'm like, why did the disciples freak out? Like, they should have known Jesus was in control. And I think the disciples freaked out because they didn't even expect the storm to happen in the first place because Jesus was in the boat with them. So because they thought they were immune to storms because Jesus was with them, they freaked out when the storm happened. And that's what we do as Christians all the time. We think our life is supposed to go smoothly because Jesus is on our side. But God never guaranteed immunity from storms. He never said we wouldn't go through trials. God's presence was never a guarantee that the storms wouldn't happen. It's a guarantee that we will have peace in the midst of the storm. So rather than expecting the storms not to happen, we should expect peace.
Okay. She said that really well. Shout out to that young lady. I wish I knew who she was so I could tag. Be like, yo, look, baby girl, we over here at the BBN Network. We appreciate those sayings. All of those sayings. We appreciate every last one of them. Anyway, it's time for lunch. We got to get out of here. We got some places we got to go. I hope y'all pull up for us. Pull up with us. We're going to be, like I said before, for everybody that don't know, we're going to be December 3rd. Sharkies. That thing looks, I think it says Civic Center. Hold on. December 3rd, we're going to be at Sharky's Event Center. The headline is going to be Jadakiss. Also performing Class Murder. Rich Baby. Yagier Frugal. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Just doing Jacob Frugal. I had to bring over his name. Shout out to Jacob. And Denny. I think that's how you say that guy's name. He look like he do dancehall though. Don't this guy look like he do dancehall? Am I wrong? He look like he do dancehall, right? Shout out to him. Shout out to Denny. Hope I'm saying his name right. Don't he look like he do dancehall though? Dude is like, it looks like he's about to tell people. It looks like he's dancing and there's people in the background diving on the other people's genitalia. That's what it looks like. Shout out to Rich Baby. Also, Jacob Fergo. Also, they're going to be sponsored by Goodfellas. Shout out to all the Goodfellas over the years doing all the things. Shout out to Biz. Rest in peace to Biz Marquis. Shout out to Jadakiss. You guys see me. So, like, yo, you call me Biz, man. I'm like, yo, that guy's a legend. What you talking about, man? Nobody beats him. Shout out to Jadakiss. Also, shout out to One Up. In Forsaken Lifestyle, as they presenting this absolute mastery of musical adherence. You all got to be a part of. Get your tickets. It's gonna be in Syracuse. Yeah, you can probably. I don't know if you can still get tickets. Some shits might be sold out, but you should go try to get tickets if you're gonna be in the area. I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy yourself. Whether you see Jack or not, you're gonna be like, "Yo, look, man, I went to the show. It was all of the things." People are gonna believe you. They're gonna be like, "All of the things." All of the things, man. Every last one of the things. All of the things. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I got there, right? I thought I was only going to see some of the things, you know. It was like scattered around the place. And all of a sudden, boom, all of the things. I had no idea. And I was flabbergasted. Yo, I'm going to let y'all go. Everybody, please. Make sure that you pull up on the BBN. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be going live, obviously, a lot over that course of period. We're gonna be going live, depending on where we're gonna be at, what we're gonna be doing. Come through, support, hit the like button, drop a comment or two. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting cursed out like crazy, but you know what? You could be in here watching the fools cursing me out, I guess, you know, or watching me block them, you know, as they cursing me out. Either which way, if it makes you comfortable. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Gross Moments. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get. I'm trying to get the thing ready because I'm always messed up. I'm out.